I chose to use single recessive epistasis for my video. This is when the recessive allele of one gene masks the alleles of another. For this example, we are going to be using Sour Patch Kids to help us better understand the role of epistasis. To explain it in simple terms, epistasis is the effect of a gene mutation on a genomic background dependent on the presence or absence of other alleles. In this video, we have three phenotypes: red, green, and blue Sour Patch. We will be looking at two crosses in this video, both of which will be explained in depth later. In both cases, the homozygous recessive a results in a red Sour Patch Kid, no matter what is at the B locus. However, if the big A allele is present with two little b's, we will get the intermediate blue Sour Patch. And finally, we will get a green Sour Patch if there is a big A and big B allele present. Here is our epistasis map to help connect all of the dots that we just explained. If we start out with a red Sour Patch Kid, having a functional A gene and adding it to the red Sour Patch converts it to the color blue pigment. Moving on, if we have a functional and dominant B allele at the intermediate, this converts our blue into a green Sour Patch Kid, which is our end product. Here is a picture of our first cross, the dihybrid cross big A, big B times big A, big B. Based on our map of single recessive epistasis, we are left with a ratio of 9 to 3 to 3 to 1 in this example. However, we only observed three phenotypes because a combination of some of our genotypes have resulted in the same phenotype, or in this case, color of Sour Patch Kid. More specifically, if we have a little a genotype, you can completely disregard the big B allele as you will not move on from red because there is no dominant A allele to give you the intermediate blue. This is why our last two genotypes, which both have little a, add together to give us the same phenotype, in this case of single recessive epistasis. So, for this dihybrid cross, we are left with 9 green to 3 blue to a total of 4 red ratio of Sour Patch Kids. In looking at the second cross that we are given, which is big A, big B, crossed with little a, big B. For this cross, we are only left with two phenotypes. In looking at our Punnett square, this is proven in that half of the square contains little a, and according to our map, this means that red is the only option, as the B locus is not relevant in that genotype. In addition, the other half of our table is green, as these genotypes have both the big A and the big B alleles, meaning that we are left with an end product of a green Sour Patch Kid. So all in all, our ratio is 8 green to 8 red. In conclusion, single recessive epistasis uses the homozygous recessive condition at the first locus to modify the expression of the allele at the second one. Each cross gave us a different ratio of possible phenotypes of Sour Patch Kids. But in the end, it doesn't matter which one we get, as all Sour Patch Kids are delicious. Thank you.